Okay, guys, I think we are live and in person here. Hey, this is Jeff White. I want to welcome everyone to our top team branded Google Hangout. We have some amazing people on our call tonight that are going to share with you some of the things that they've done to build some amazing businesses using the top team training as well as the INFINII training to build their business. Just going to give you a little information on myself before we get started and get these amazing people on. Um, I've been online now since, let's see, February the 10th, 2012 was when I walked away from a job that was doing real well with the job. It was about a, I don't know, $100,000 a year type job working in the golf industry, and left that business and started online and went through some terrible times, some great times, and things like that. Then found a company about 2 years ago. Someone is mute. I think. Let's see if I can mute everybody. Let's see. I'm gonna mute right there. Got him. Mute the mic. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to mute everybody. But did real well, but then had some tough times and things like that. Faced some foreclosure and things like that, and finally was able to do real well online and things like that, and found some amazing people. Started this team called Top Team Marketing Group. And can you guys hear me? Hey, Brian, can you hear me? See. Let's see. Hey, Brian, can you hear me? Let's see.
Yeah, Jeff, I can hear you. You good?
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. And did real well, and finally found some great people and things like that. And now we're doing, I don't know, $15,000, $20,000 a month with our business, and life is good. And we have a lot of team members that are doing, some even doing better than that. And so one of the people that I want to introduce first is a gentleman that I met while I was actually in a deer stand a few years ago. His name is Brian Bramer. He's an awesome guy, and he's going to share with you how he got started with INFINII and Top Team, and you're going to be amazed by this guy's story. So, Brian, take it away, buddy.
Hey, Jeff, thanks for having me on the call. I always say call on the Hangout. Really appreciate being here and just being able to share my story and just share the success and just the opportunity that we have for everyone here and everyone that's listening. Just this is amazing that finally an opportunity that can help the average person. It's changed my life for the last 2 years. I've been basically living the dream, and every day has been a weekend. I mean, I can't complain. I'll tell a little bit about myself. I've been in sales for about 15 years, done some customer service, and I've had really good success, making great money. Unfortunately, in that industry, it wasn't really good with the economy. I've lost a lot of jobs, and it's been up and down. We've gone through foreclosure. It's been rocky on a relationship. During those periods, I've tried lots of network marketing companies, never been successful. I've done the hotel parties and the house parties and all the meetings. Tried recruiting, friends and family, things like that. Never recruited more than my immediate family, like my parents or something like that. So it just really a dead end, but I didn't give up, and I'm excited for that because I was able to find Jeff. I was able to find him through a video regarding this selling. Basically drop shipping. I'd never even heard of drop shipping before. I had no idea what it is, and a lot of people don't. And it just, once I saw it, I saw the first video and the concept, it made sense to me. And I was actually able to start for free with some promotions that the company had at the time. It wasn't that much to get in, and still it's not that much to get in. It's very inexpensive to just get the training and make money with the training. Because of that, it was like my only opportunity. I kind of joke about it because my wife, she was kind of mad at me for just like everyone else, has just spent hundreds and even thousands of dollars with all these companies that just never work, never making a profit, right? So at least a half a dozen companies, and then with those promotions, I was able to make like $38 with these free cash out offers, and then was able to apply that to the training at that time, and then actually have some money that I could transfer to my bank. So I actually made a profit with just these cash out offers before even getting the training. So that was pretty cool. Just took action on it. Anything that I like to do, I like to go 100% and be an expert in my industry. So I did my own research. I figured out what the power sellers were doing, and so I applied some techniques and some tricks and tips and things like that, whatever you want to call it. And just the sales were just crazy. Like my first sale was 2 years ago, March 2nd. I never had an eBay account before that, so I was brand new. I know it had to do with like auctions and stuff, but it actually, I wasn't that kind of like I wasn't interested in doing auctions, so and you don't have to either. And actually, the training doesn't have anything to do with that. But that's all. That's what I thought it was, and it actually has nothing to do with that. Just people just buy it now. They love eBay as a convenience, and even Amazon, and they don't shop, and they just buy. And so it's pretty cool. So 2 years ago, March 2nd was when my first sale came in, and I only had about a dozen listings, and my first month was just crazy. I had 65 sales my first month. After that, it was 85 sales, and then it was 170 sales. So it was kind of like multiplying with the same 12 listings because of some things that I did. And I'll kind of go over some of that. I'm not giving all the information. We have all of that available in our group. We have a document and videos that just go over all that stuff. But it just, like I said, it got crazy to even after that 170 sale month. On that third month, the fourth month was 10 sales every single day. And this is the kind of results that the top team is experiencing. And I don't see it anywhere else. So I'm just really thankful to be able to share that and help everyone. So it's pretty cool. So like I said, my first sales were in March. And then April, my second month, because of this results I was getting, the success, I was like, it just blew me away. I decided to quit my job. So after 2 months quitting my job, while I was working, I was working 9 to 5. The sales were coming in, and I'd get on my cell phone, and it would like make this notification sound, like a cha-ching sound. I'm sure you guys have heard this before, and it was like the only thing I could think about. So after work, I'd go with the family and hang out with them, and then at night is when I would process my sales and just learn everything that I could. So I was just really excited and just thought that I could just put more effort into it. I could scale it up, and I started sharing my results. And in April, once I started sharing my results, and I would do this every couple of days, people started coming to me. So I was used to, in network marketing, going after people and selling them this, nutritional shake or, this health drink or a vacation package. And so you have to like sell them something, and then more than that, you have to get them to do the same thing. You have to recruit them and then get them to recruit others. And people can't do either of those. And with this opportunity, just taking action on the training, they don't have to do either of those. They just follow a simple technique that requires copy and paste, and you have all these, like I said, customers on eBay that just buy this stuff out of convenience. So, like I said, they don't shop, and they're impulse buyers, right? So, so I quit my job. Then I just started sharing my results. My first couple of days of sharing my results, which it was like April 2nd or something like that, I had 11 people join me within just a couple of days, and I actually found myself on the leaderboard with DS Domination at that time, and that just blew me away. Only one of those people were an actual person that I knew, just a friend. Everyone else was from everywhere, all over around the world, and just from there, it just snowballed. Just people kept coming to me. Like I said, I didn't have to go after anybody. Just shared my results, my eBay sales. It's very simple. Just showed like a screenshot and just how excited I was, and I mean just the stuff works. And I'm just happy to help other people, like the other people that are here. I brought in a couple of people here, and they've been able to do the same thing, and they're helping people. And it's just a circle of just everyone helping everyone on the top team group. Everyone. We just give really great advice and just only the best advice, and Like I said, we have the training videos and the tips, and it's just a really great experience. So I love this. I've been able to be with the family all day, every day. Pick the kids up from school, travel, go to Las Vegas, go on cruises to Alaska, just go like anywhere I want. Go to Florida and Texas, and all these places, and just enjoy life with the family. This winter we've gone to Lake Tahoe, and we've gone to the mountain, gone snowboarding, and every day we can, maybe one day we'll just go take a hike or something up the mountain with the dogs, or it's just an amazing experience. Um, and you know it's pretty much it. I just like to lead by example, and I'm just loving this and just sharing the experience. Um, Regarding some of our training, what you guys are going to see, for everyone that's already in TopTeam, you already have access to this. Um, it's all there. We have a tip document and video training, multiple video trainings from me and a couple other people that go over, how to find technique, items in just 5 minutes. So there's no thinking, there's no researching. You can find these items in just 5 minutes. So you don't have to spend hours. You don't have to spend, all day looking for this stuff. You don't have to research a market value or anything like that. We go over the correct pricing technique, the correct mindset, how to do great titles, and this was taught to us, but we made it simple. And a lot of people, they heard of the concept of how to make great titles, but they didn't understand how to do it easily for those that did understand it. And we've made it very simple to where anyone can just do it, to make a great title, and basically so you can out-title anybody, and so anyone, you can eliminate competition, saturation, so anybody can be successful. And you can we teach you techniques on how to outprice everybody, and if you need to eliminate the competition, how to have a correct shipping and handling policy, return policy, description with a picture so it looks professional. It's also optimized for mobile devices. That's huge. I mean, not a lot of people know, but we get like 40 to 50% of our sales on cell phones and tablets and things like that. People are, while they're working or, whatever they're doing during the day, they're shopping on their phones at a convenience. And we take advantage of all that. We go over training on how to get cash back, coupons, future rewards, all these discounts, no tax, free shipping, and how to stack it all together for every single purchase. And it's just incredible. How to easily increase your feedback and how to increase your limits. We go over all that stuff. So we just, all this information is in our team, and we provide it, and we just love to see people get results and just be able to share it with other people. And I'm excited, Jeff. I want to keep doing this and just keep helping people. I'm living the dream. My team's grown to what like I said, I never had more than 2 people on my team before. Now I've got hundreds, literally, and I just want to keep it going, and I enjoy it. Now I've got my eBay going again. I really didn't need to because of the income I was making, but I plan on doubling that income, which I know I can do with, by next month probably. I was already making like $5K a month, and was very comfortable. But now, 2016 came around January 1st. I decided to get my eBay going, and I already got 12,000 in sales my first month back on eBay within 31 days.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
Man, that's crazy. It's amazing.
So,
Can you hear me, Brian?
yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, great information, great testimony. Listen, here's something that I know everyone is wanting to know. How many listeners do you have up?
Not that many. Not that many.
Yeah,
I mean, I started with 12 listings. My limits, I've increased my limits to where I can list $1 million in inventory. So, I mean, I can do a lot more than what I could have when I first started. But even when I first started, I was making thousands of dollars my first months. Now it's going to get crazy. I'm really excited. Really excited.
Exactly. A lot of people, one of the things that I think hold them back from getting started is thinking that they have to put up a ton of listings in order to make some significant income. But I think one of the things that has attracted a lot of people to Top Team has been your concept of being able to show people what they need to do in order to get their listings up and have quality listings rather
Exactly.
than quantity of listings. Can
Hmm.
you just talk about that just a little bit and tell them, people that may be listening in, how important it is to have a good training on that and the support that we can provide as a team to help them to be able to do that?
Yeah, I mean that's huge. I mean every part of the listing is huge. There's a thing that's called best match. So when someone searches for an item on eBay, eBay is going to do what they feel is the best item for that customer. And that best match sort is only going to change if someone wants to look for like the cheapest item or something like that, which not a lot of customers are doing that. They just look at whatever's recommended for them. And there's so many things that you can do in your listing that people just don't do. They're just very, I don't know if it's lazy or they're just trying to get as many up as possible. That's really not the answer to the success here. It's actually, like you said, quality over quantity. Just having a high quality listing, like we were talking about earlier, these titles. A lot of these people are just copying these titles from Amazon or wherever it is that they're getting it from, and there may only be two or three good keywords in that title. The rest of it could be brand and model and all this other stuff that isn't what people are searching for. So, we have a couple sites that we recommend that we show how to get these good keywords, and then on top of that, how to get third-tier keywords and make it easy to find those third-tier keywords. And so everyone can have a different, set of keywords, so everyone can, eliminate all these other sellers. So that's just one thing right there, just making a great title and pictures. I mean, pictures are massive. Each additional picture is 3%. That's a huge tip right there. But we show how to get high quality, pictures that can't be done with any software. I know that for a fact, just the way it's done, and it will blow your customers away. I mean, these tips. I mean, you're going to want to know this information. That's another thing. We have information with item specifics. How to make item specifics. You have additional keywords. I mean, all this stuff. Then having a great description with a picture and having. I mean, I don't want to give out too much information. It's all in the Top Team training. But I mean, there's stuff with it's not the same as what is in the company training. Maybe they don't think it's safe, but the way we're doing it, it's safe. And we've been doing this for a couple of years now, and my feedback's still 100%. Everyone's still happy. It's a win-win-win for everyone. It's a win for me. It's a win for the customer. It's a win for Amazon, whoever supplier that I'm using. Everyone's happy. I'm a top-rated seller, and I'm just it just works.
And
We do different things. Like I said, I don't want to give out too much
yeah,
information, but having a quality listing it's going to get you crazy. I mean, with the pricing and yeah.
hey, that's fine, man. Hey, you don't have to say anything else. That's good.
I mean,
But
there's
the
a correct way to price it, that we teach all that stuff. So I mean, there's a lot of bad information out there, and we just want to give everyone the best information.
Right. And that's in addition, and make sure that everyone know that's in addition to the training that is offered with INFINII. So INFINII is the vehicle that we use. So you have to be
Right.
have one of the subscriptions with INFINII in order to have access to our group. And but once you do that, in addition to the training that INFINII does, we also have some additional information that will help skyrocket your business. So thanks, Brian. Appreciate
You're
it, man.
welcome. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Hey, when I'm talking, can you see me pop up there? Because I'm just seeing just you for some reason.
Yeah, I'll mute myself out, and then it should be
No.
just you.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
everyone could hear me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jeff. Thanks for having me on the Hangout.
All right, man, no problem. Hey, our next person that we're going to talk to is a young lady that I got a chance to meet a few months ago. She has done super fantastic with her eBay business. She was actually sponsored directly by Brian, and she has a absolutely amazing story. She's a mother, and well, I'll let her just tell the rest of her story. But her name is Ashley Maggart. And Ashley, if you would unmute, we would love to hear from you and just tell us your story and tell us some of your success that you've had so far, if you're there. Let's see. Let me see. Hey, Ashley, you still there?
Yes, I'm sorry. I got
Oh,
I had to unmute. I didn't realize I was still on mute.
oh, no,
Okay.
no problem. Go ahead and tell us your story. This is going to be pretty amazing, guys, when you hear this. So, knock it out of the park, Ashley.
All right. When I started, I was kind of like Brian. I did a bunch of different companies and was going through a lot of failure with all of them. And I was in a really bad position. My lights were getting turned off. I had lost my car. Um, Everything that could go wrong went wrong. My roof fell in on my house because it was leaking, and it just was like one bad mess after another. Um, and somehow me and Brian got in contact, and he, you know, showed me the training and got me started, and it's been nothing but success ever since. I get 10 sales a day on eBay. Um, when I first started, it was a little bit of a difficult thing for me because I was in a really bad place, and it was hard to do all of the training and take it all in and grasp everything. And I'm still learning as I go. I mean, it's like you can learn something new every day, and you're still going. It's like the internet just has so much to offer. It's insane. Um, it really is. It's crazy. It drives my mind in circles thinking about it. But to be able to actually find a company where you just watch some videos and you put some listings on eBay and you never even have to touch the product, you never even have to sell anything of your own, and you make money off of it. It was just it still it's just crazy. It leaves me speechless. I don't really know how to really explain other than it's been an amazing opportunity for me. I've been able to get a new car. I've been able to pay all of my bills, and I'm a single mom. I have 3 kids. I don't have to go to work. I'm able to, stay home and be a mom, and it's a really great thing. And I really am blessed that, I got in contact with Brian and I got with TopTeam because all of the additional training is what actually, pushed my sales to be 10 sales a day and be able to make that extra to where I don't have to go look for a job and I can stay home. So yeah, that's pretty much, how my sales go and how I maintain. I use all of the tips and training that Brian has given.
Fantastic, Ashley. That's like a really condensed version of your story. And we know that, but it's amazing some of the things that you have overcome. And I know we're not gonna go into a whole lot of detail, but we appreciate the fact that you have 3 children and you're a single mom and went through all of that adversity and still able to do as well as you've done. So really appreciate you. What would you tell a person if they're maybe pondering whether or not they should join us, hit that yellow button, and get started with TopTeam and INFINII?
Yeah, this is definitely the team to be with because the support is amazing. I think that I would have given up if it wasn't for being able to go into the group at 2 o'clock in the morning, when I'm trying to do a listing or trying to do what I'm doing, and have somebody answer me within 2 minutes, 5 minutes at the max, because you get stressed out when you're worrying about, whatever you come into, because sometimes you run into problems and I start to panic anyways. I have anxiety, so I start to panic, and if I didn't have the team and the support and that there for me to go to any hour of the day, I'm sure I would have probably given up. So it's been amazing to have the extra support, the positive environment, the extra training, just the interaction of everybody. I mean, the whole team is constantly interacting and helping each other, and nobody looks at it like, you know, oh, you're not directly under me, I'm not going to help you. Everyone is so helpful to anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter. We're all a team, and that's what makes a big difference, I think.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ashley, for coming out. I know it took a lot for you to decide to do it, and we appreciate you for having the confidence and the courage to do it for us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on here.
Awesome. No problem. Let's see. The next person, we had Mike Resnick on here. Now, Mike he has to get back to his eBay and Amazon because he's been flipping over on different screens because he's got sales just coming from everywhere. And so while we were getting ready for this thing, he was trying to multitask. And I think the Amazon and eBay sales are going to win out over us guys. So I'm going to get him out here as quickly as possible. Hey, Mike Resnick, please tell us your story, man. You're muted right now. Let me unmute you. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Mike, hit that button that's on your screen. It should be like there you go.
Got it?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much, Jeff and Brian, and everyone else here tonight for having me here. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're pretty funny about that flipping the screens. But basically, I'll just tell you my story. I've never actually done any MLM type companies. I've always wanted to, but I never really found anything that I wanted to do, except maybe about 3 years ago there was a cell phone program that I got involved with, and that never went anywhere. So I was like, you know, I don't know how these people do it. I don't understand how these people can, you know, get these people to join them. And I was like, you know, a dream of mine has always been to actually just have my own internet business. It's something I've always wanted for probably the last 10 or 15 years, and I was like, well, you know, what am I going to sell? How am I going to source it? You know, just basic business questions on how to get started. And I never did anything with it, and I was just going through my feed, my Facebook maybe about two years ago, and I saw this ad, and I clicked on it, and it was for DS domination, and I was like, nah, this isn't the real deal, this is fake. Another month goes by, I see it in my feed again, I let it go. Maybe another month goes by, and this time I decided, I clicked it, I watched the promo video, and I was just like, all right, I'm just going to take a $20 chance and see what this is all about. And pretty much the rest is history. I started on my way. It's almost been 2 years, but I actually came across Brian a few months into the program and got involved with TopTeam, and I mean, that was just fate, I guess, but that's just been the best. Brian being my sponsor, and Jeff putting together TopTeam, it's just incredible. And there's nobody in our group, I mean, even throughout DSD as far as I'm concerned, but our group especially, just like Ashley mentioned, everyone is supportive of each other. We all help each other to the best of our abilities to help. When people post their sales on their Facebook page or, you know, whatever on their websites, I know, because even myself, you know, we do it just because we're showing proof to people that this concept works. It's not about us bragging that, hey, I got 10 sales today, you didn't. It's just showing people this concept works. You should try it. You should get involved. You should start building a business. Start getting some extra money for your family. I mean, for the last year and a half, I don't even know where I would be without this business with the money that I've made. I still work a full-time job, but with the extra money from eBay and Amazon, it's really made life a lot better for us with my wife and 2 daughters. That's really about it, I guess, unless there's anything else you want me to
No, man, that's great.
put else out there for you.
No, that's perfect, Mike. I would like for you to do one thing for me. We talked about it just before we came live tonight. What's your sales like right now?
Yeah, we talked about that. Well, here's something. Actually, I upgraded one of my packages and started to learn how to sell on Amazon back in September. I had an Amazon account, but I didn't really have the proper training. And so I did get the proper training through the program. And I think my first month I did about maybe 8,000 in sales. The next month I did maybe 10 and then 15. And then December was just crazy. I mean, I actually closed down on the 15th of December. So for the first 2 weeks of December, I actually had 30,000 in sales.
Wow.
But unfortunately, during that time, it was so crazy and new to me, and I mean, the orders were just literally insane that I kind of let eBay slip a little bit. But I'm getting eBay up and running again.
Man, that is amazing.
But it doesn't come, without the training. I never would have ever have done something especially during December.
Absolutely. Well, man, we appreciate it. And anyone that's maybe seeing this hangout right now, and if you know Mike, if you're seeing this on his wall because he may have shared the link to this hangout, or if you don't know him and he shared the link, click on that button if you want to learn from one of the best people we have in our Top Team group when it comes to showing people how to get their business up and running. And Mike, we appreciate you for coming out and taking out the time to share your story with us also.
No problem, man. I appreciate it too.
Okay, man. Thanks a lot. Okay.
No
Hey,
problem.
I have rock star, superstar, Mr. Chris McCoy out here, and he has a gentleman, Mr. Valir Sanders, and I hope I'm saying that name right. But Chris, if you're on, man, you can unmute yourself and tell me how you would like to present Valir, because I know this is going to be kind of blowing a few people's minds when they hear this story. If you're there, Chris.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Okay, we hear you now. How you doing?
Perfect. I'll settle, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing. Man, if I did any better, I would have to do something different, man. I'm telling you. Life is good. Life is good. I'm telling you.
Life is good. Indeed, indeed.
Yes,
well, first and foremost, man, I'd like to thank you for having us on this awesome hangout with the panelists. Shout out to each and everybody that's on the panel. But before I get to me, I really want to really edify this individual here. This person was actually, I'm his sponsor, if you will.
Okay.
So she brought him into the company, and this individual right here, he has never made, have any type of grand success online ever. Okay, ever. And as I introduced to him, he could probably correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he's been in any type of online marketing or network marketing type of arena, but this guy came into this business when it first started, and he just rocked it out. Matter of fact, this guy is doing much better than I did on the e-commerce side, when I first started, man. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome my good friend, one of my business partners out here my hometown, Atlanta, Chicago, Mr. Valir Sanders. I want you to come on, step up to the mic, and just share your testimonies of how INFINII and TopTeam Marketing has implemented and has gave you great success in what you're doing on today's online.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. We can hear you fine.
Well, I am so honored. You know, I feel really humbled by the whole thing. I mean, just to give you a background about myself, a lot of people who would see me, they would never think that I had been incarcerated and stuff. You know, I've lived both of the kinds of lives, and I had a good background as far as wholesale and retail. Went to school for business management. You know, while I was incarcerated, sure did, and never, like you said, never made a sale on eBay, Amazon. Camille, you know, I know her personally. You know, she's been into this like maybe 2.5 years or so. The whole MLM business is all the way. So, you know, when I was introduced, if you would have told me 17 months ago that I would be here and it would be happening like this, I would have never believed you. Okay, went through a lot of things, bumps in the road, and as far as being like an ex-felon, you know, life ain't peachy. But you know, let me say this: I sat here, and December 4th, I started, and not knowing, you know, I never ever done this. I was a little computer savvy. I took up career technology, computer technology as well. But I never seen this. I learned in business management about e-commerce, but they never told you this side of e-commerce. All right. So in doing this, I couldn't believe that the results were the way they were. December 4th, I started. December 4th. Okay. And like I said, I ain't never. I've seen other companies like, of course, Disrupt. You know, Wake Up Now. In my time of knowing about MLM, and then when I found out it wasn't even you don't even have to do that. You know, you don't even have to find nobody to find somebody to find somebody to find. You don't even have to do that. If you do that, it's great. Plus, you know, kudos to you. Okay, but it's not. It wasn't about that. And I remember while I was watching the game, I had listed my items a week later. You know, after December 4th, I got into INFINII. I had listed my items like a week later and stuff, and hadn't gotten anything. First 10 items, okay, and on eBay through the ALC. And we was watching the game. I think it was San Antonio, and I think it was Cavaliers, I believe it was. Don't quote me on that. But LeBron, he scored a basket, but my phone, I just was happened to going through my phone, and I was looking like, you know, whoa, let's go, let's get it. They was looking at me like I'm talking about LeBron. I'm like, no, I'm talking about this money. You know, and so this was my first sale. I was real happy, and I had brought it to one of my nephews that night. You know, I had brought it to a few others and stuff, and everybody else, you know, how I actually got in amazingly, you know, like I said, I was incarcerated. I didn't want to look back on any kind of negativity. So the money was actually borrowed to me, and I had to pay it back, and loaned to me, and pay it back. I chopped some deep-rooted roots around a tree, blisters and calluses in my hands, you know, with this axe, with this picket, you know, and made $80 that day, all right, and paid the person back. But that's how I got in. Them calluses, I'd never look back. If I had to have a whole hand looking like a frog hand, it wouldn't bother me now because I'm feeling good about what's been going on. Last post, like I was at a funeral yesterday. I do security for my church, and I did not know. I didn't get a chance to get into the call, and I was announced as a rep of the week, to my understanding. And I didn't know this. And it just makes me feel so much more humble to just help other people out. And people, you know, people thought I was down. They thought I was washed up. They thought I wasn't going to make it. They thought, you know, it was over for me, but it wasn't like that. So I showed everybody different. But when I heard that was the good news to me, and I was like, I'm honored about it, and I feel great. And I'm gonna just keep on going. You know, anybody really can do this. I mean, you have to have a good mind of a how to say it's a personal development, should I say, if that's what I had to call it. But it's been a great journey. Everybody who's been in with me, I got us as a team, the entourage. Um, we just sitting there, just continuing to build, all right, and continuing to introduce others to this platform. There's people who out here complaining about the bills every day. It's always something wrong, and people need funding for this, and they want to do that, and here's a way. And some people look at me twisted. You know, I had made, I'd say like over 1,500 in sales. My last post, debt is actually at 21 now. So 20, I'm so happy about that. Like you said, like the gentleman said, we don't put up posts to brag about it, say, hey, I did this, I'm getting more money and all this. No, we do this point blank period to let other people know you can do it. If you listen, if you follow the training, it's so simple. It is so simple. All you have to do is just listen. If you can do that much, you can have that same kind of success. Now, like I said, I had to do have a background. I had written 3 books while I was incarcerated. I had a couple of articles published in a magazine called Spotlight on Recovery, helping people with drug abuse, sex abuse, all kinds of different issues to encourage them that they can do move forward. Had two articles published with that. Now I had also named a clothing line, Black Valia Fashions. Y'all be on the lookout. I look forward to really expanding in that in July of 16. God is so wonderful. Things are just happening. It's happening. It seems like it's happening fast, but with this platform, it has no other choice. When you look at the numbers is what counts. I don't care what nobody's talking about. You can say Jordan was better than who was it, Kobe. You can say he was better than him on this, but what do the numbers say? Or whatever the case is. If the numbers says it, that's what counts. And for this platform with INFINII, oh man, I'm looking forward to doing some more things, building up our other teams. Shout out right now to Sharon Clinton. She became a surge member today. I mean, we just doing this thing, y'all, and we just finna keep snapping. Thank y'all for having me. Like I say, this is humbling, and I feel I'm happy to be here, and I look forward to just continuing this thing going, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go.
All right. Man.
The entourage, yo. Let's get
awesome. It. Valir, what a story, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know my direct sponsor in INFINII is spent 5 years in prison, and I think last month he made about $25,000-$30,000 with INFINII. And income disclaimer, I guess I could put that income disclaimer out here. Hey, we have one at the bottom of the page here that tells you that 99% of the income that we talk about is income from the e-commerce side. You don't even have to recruit. You don't have to talk to anyone in order to do this business, just like you mentioned. But, hey, if you decide to talk to a few people, if you decide to we see people online, they're posting about Donald Trump, Barack Obama, ISIS, GoFundMe, everything you can think of. But if you decide to talk about something maybe positive, maybe like, hey, I made a sale on eBay and Amazon today, you may be able to really help some people, because most of the people that people spend most of their time talking about, they're not interested in really helping anyone. They're basically trying to help themselves. So, man, thanks for being on. We really appreciate your testimony, Valir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
Man, keep up the great work.
Most definitely. Most definitely. You'll hear it from me soon.
Cool, man. Hey, Chris. Chris, I want you to come back on, man. We want to hear a little bit more from you, Chris.
All right, no problem. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Please. Hey, lock this thing down for us for the night. We've had some great testimonies on here, but we love hearing from you, man, because you know how to pump up and motivate without being hypey. Knock it out for us, man. Just tell us some stuff.
Yeah, no problem, man. And for you, the audience that's out there, what you're seeing in front of everybody. Hold on, let me get these little chimes out the way because I'm getting this confused with some eBay alerts and Amazon alerts. So let me go ahead and turn that down a little bit, okay? But one of the things, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that's watching, if this seems, if it really hits you, if it makes sense, just go ahead and click on that yellow button to go ahead and join now. We have people of different races, different life circumstances. You don't have to be, a guru or a top recruiter to do this. You don't have to be, I need to know everything in order to get started. No, the thing is just to get started, okay? I mean, this is one of the reasons why so many people on this panel and also the people that's on my team that make a massive success, because I always teach people I have a certain core values, okay? I say be coachable, take massive action, and also stay in communication. If you do that, you can apply that to anything. If you do that, you can be successful here with us at TopTeam here with INFINII. But the thing about it is that, okay, when do you want to get started? When is it time for you to change? When do you want to get off that hamster wheel? When are you ready to get off that merry-go-round, okay? Don't just say, okay, I'm going to wait until income tax season comes or income tax return comes. I'm going to wait this, I'm going to wait that, because if you wait, something else is going to happen. There's something else is going to happen. There's something else is going to happen. You got to do something different instead of the same thing, okay? As they say, don't try to keep doing the same thing and expect different results. That's the definition of insanity, all right? Myself, I don't want to toot my own horn and stuff like this. It's not always about me, okay? I've been in this industry for a long time. I made some money. I had success, and I had failure. But the reason why I chose to go full steam ahead with INFINII is because I like to see my team win. I like to hear the stories of Valir. I like to hear the stories of Brian. These people who don't consider themselves as gurus, but what they're producing like gurus. Okay, they're following the training that the TopTeam has for us, and also following the simple, streamlined platform that INFINII has for us. That guess what? It's not about you go get this person to get that person to get that person. It's about do your part first, then you teach others. Learn the skill sets of this e-commerce game. This is a sleeping giant, $11 trillion and rising industry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to sell you on something that you got to take a shot of and you'll be able to have Superman and Wonder Woman powers. Okay, no, this is something that everybody knows about. People know about eBay. People know about Amazon. Get plugged in. It's more than just from the buyer standpoint, but get into the seller standpoint and bring in the extra revenue into your house. Okay, hey, shout out to everybody that's on this panel list. Shout out to my team. You guys are rock stars. Every Monday, we're going to be here, and every person, I'm going to bring up a new person who I consider my rep of the week on here to share their testimonies and stories, all right? So, hey, my man Jeff, hey, if there's anything else, you don't have any questions more for me, man, hey, again, everybody, click that yellow button. Let's get it in. Let's get you some money. Let's get you some results and make 2016 different than what you've been through in the past 2, 4, 6, 10, 30 years, okay? Let's make it happen for you and your family. I'm out.
Awesome. Hey, man, that was fantastic as always. Thanks, Chris. And hey, does anyone else have something they'd like to say in closing? If not, we're gonna let people go ahead and get signed up so that they can start their business. Ashley, Brian, everyone good? Just give me a thumbs up if we're good. Okay. All right. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Brian, you got something?
Yeah, I mean, just want to tell everyone, just get started. I mean, I've tried so many things. You guys would laugh at, some of the things that I've tried online. I mean, like roulette, things like that. I mean, I'm not going to tell you all the stuff, but sorry, my phone's going off. But just, this works. I mean, you can change your life. I mean, don't make excuses, take action. You don't have to go crazy. It doesn't take a lot of time. Just doing one sale can take just 3 minutes to process, and you can make a sale from one listing over and over and over. We teach you how to rank, and then just a couple, 5, 10 sales come in. That's only 30 minutes to do 10 sales a day. I mean, you can do 3 minutes a sale. It doesn't take a lot of time. So don't make any excuses. Take action. When I started, like I said, I had a job, and I did this business. I got started at night. When the family went to bed. So I was up in the middle of the night. I didn't get that much sleep. I did a couple times a week where I didn't get any sleep, maybe like an hour or maybe not even. But I sacrificed and I made it work. I did what I could. And, if you have a job, you do what you have to do to get ahead. Just make extra income, and then you can make it in a full-time income. And we've got guys that are making $10,000-$15,000 a month. I mean, seriously, there's higher levels where you're sourcing from China, and there's all this other stuff where there's insane income. And even just drop shipping with eBay and Amazon, they're making $500 profit on eBay and $500 profit on Amazon just drop shipping. And so there's that. Drop shipping means they're not paying for any inventory up front. They're selling it first, and then they're buying it second, and then they ship it straight to their customer, and they're never touching it. So I'm excited. I could just go on, just get started. Just a couple $100 is life-changing for a lot of people, but you can make thousands. So that's all I gotta say, Jeff. Let's do this. Just help people out. That's what I'm here for.
That's cool. Hey, thanks a lot for that information and for everything that you do for everyone, man. I know your heart. We talk all the time, and just always trying to help people, and really appreciate you. And appreciate everyone on this panel tonight, guys. Hey, if someone sent you a link and you're watching this Hangout, there's a yellow button should be to your left. You can get started with this team by clicking that button and making sure that when you click the join button, that the person who invited you to the Hangout, make sure you see their name there. If you don't see their name as your sponsor, contact them via Facebook or call them on the telephone, email them, whatever you got to do to make sure that you're going in with the right person. And if they sign you up, they should be able to give you access to our TopTeam marketing group, where you get all types of additional training on marketing, training on different tips to help you just supercharge your eBay and Amazon business. All of it is free if you join with any of the subscriptions with INFINII with one of the TopTeam members, guys. So we want you guys to have success. Some of us have been through some things that just a hour-long hangout just wouldn't do it justice. It's stories that you would not believe of people overcoming adversity in order to get their business started, and then sharing it with other people, and have literally helped thousands of people. We have an organization now with this 2 months now. I think I looked at my account today. We have 23,000 people. And it all started with me just talking to one person or two people about what I was doing. That was it. And now we're 23,000 people strong. With DSW Nation, we got up to about 30,000 people in our organization. But many of those people actually didn't even come with us into INFINII, but they will be coming. So when they come, make sure that they come, and they have to go under you. But with that being said, guys, hey, we're going to close this thing out and get with the person that sent you that information on this Hangout, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody.